Today on my channel, Planner Friends, let's dive into my creative journals. These are both happy planners. I did set up 1 week in here, but I'd like to get ahead. I'm behind in here, so pull a cup of tea, coffee, whatever you've got, and let's have some creative fun, friends. Please stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I am One Crafty Dolo. My name is Dolores, and I'm so glad you're here with me today. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Well, I have hit over 2,600 subscribers, and I don't pay close attention to metrics. I'm not watching that. I could be better at that, in other words, but wow, what a gift. So thank you for being here, and goodness knows I appreciate you. We're like the little channel that could. Alrighty, so one of the things that I discussed in my journaling video was the fact that journaling projects will come to you. I'm really not buying a lot for next year right now. I'm picking up bits and bobs as I find them, which I want to show you something now, okay? I found this on Mercari. This is an old Happy Notes. I remember this cover. I loved this cover. This is like one of those back in the day covers, and I could have just bought it just alone for this cover, which I'm not sure how I'll use. But it's brand new. You can see that, and it's got 3 sections. These are dot grid. It's got this little bit down the middle. Let me show you the dividers real quick. This is cute, the good stuff. And again, it's the same dot grid. This is so cute, isn't it? And so I intend to take this and use this some way next year. It is so pretty. We're going to create, sorry for the vocal fries, we are going to create a happy planner, classic size. So this is definitely going to be part of it. This is so much cuteness. I mean, right? You know, I have tuxedo cats, so you can see the appeal. But I want to show you what also came with it. And this is why I'm not going crazy buying new things, because I'm looking at what's out there that I can repurpose. So it came with a bunch of these, which I really, really have to say I like. I like the color, the rainbowy color. It's bright. So we have Happy Notes, and it's got graph paper on the other side, and this is just lined. It's dot grid lined. And then you have these Today sheets, which basically, you know, you can use for important things and a thing for tomorrow. And also now this doesn't have graph, it has dot grid on the back. But what I realized after I purchased them, New Skinny Classic, it fits perfectly. So I can use these, incorporate these in here somehow. And truthfully, that wasn't even on my radar when I picked it up. So let me show you where we are in here. I use this, I call it my emotional wellness planner. Okay, so this was October in here. And what I decided to do was use stamping and boxes. I like how it turned out. I think it's cute. It was really helpful. I haven't done anything in November yet. Today's Tuesday. But track how my moods. So we have a bit of setup to do in here. So that's numero uno. This, oh, I love this space. This again was on Mercari. It came with a bunch of these like folders, but I had some already. I didn't care. It's outdated. And what I did last month, and I've done so many flip throughs, I used it as I created a bullet journaling layout in here now. This is this week. I haven't sat down to write anything yet, but you can see this is just a dated dashboard layout that I love. And I love creating in all different ways. So we're going to sit down and make more bullet journal spreads in there. But this has been a great space. So that's on docket for today. I just need some creativity. So let me grab some supplies and we can have some fun, friends. So I just have this is a mini Happy Notes. That's what I used last time. So we're going to take some more out. Will I do more than a week? I don't know, but let's just get in here and have some fun. This is so easy and so simple. And I'll be honest with you, I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't just create on YouTube, I watch. And I've seen some really, really incredible bullet journal spreads. Okay, I really have. And they're intriguing to me. Like, I'm intrigued by the Bujo life and how people set things up and what they're doing. And I look, no, I know this isn't straight. I never get anything straight, but we'll fix that. But I look at what they're creating, and I look at some of the more expensive journals that I could buy to use for that purpose. And look, I'm not saying there's that, oh wait, did I do this wrong? No, it's fine. Anyway, I just look at them and I think, oh wow, that's cool, or this is cool and I like that. And then I turn around and true story here. Then I turn around and I'm like, you know what? I like other products. I like me a fancy journal, but you know what? I don't always like paying that much money, especially this year. I've really begun to really dive into repurposing some of these spaces. And I love the challenge of it. I like the fact that in a space like this, it looks like just your normal planner, and then you turn around and you change it up. And I love that because I feel like that's even using more creativity than I might otherwise. So yeah, so I always have extra filler paper on. As you saw, I just bought that other Happy Notes. And for me, just for me, I feel like I can always find a purpose for filler paper and Happy Notes in my planners, in my journals, etc. And I don't know, it's just more fun to redo things. I guess we're just in that era, right? We're surviving high. Oops, got to get a refill, friends. Goodness knows I keep refills handy. I have these on my Amazon list if you're interested. I go through these things like I don't know what, but thank goodness for them. They're really helpful and handy, and they just work. It always takes me a minute to figure it out again. I'm always like, oh, what do I do? Turkey in the rain, as I like to say. Okay, that goes into the trash, and we have a new one. Good as new. Anyway, we live through these high prices and this and that, and to repurpose and be creative doing it, what a gift, I feel. So as you can see here, why did I cut it the way I did? You could cover the entire page. I like this down the middle for this journal, and I actually like this up here, except of course that says 2024. So I think we'll dig into my little, isn't this the cutest? It's where I keep all of my adhesives and corrector, and I just do this. So we're just going to get this set up for a week or two. We'll see. I've been using this new washi from Simply Gilded. I love Simply Gilded. I'm just looking over to my right here where I keep different things. What did I use last week? I think I used, this is a different one. I did not use this one. I think we could use that one, or, gosh, there's so much goodness, right? What about that one? Okay, this one isn't even open, like really? But yeah, that's me. Whoops, and I stack it and it falls. Oh my goodness, what's this? Ooh, croissants. Your girl likes to eat. Maybe I'll just use those and we'll get out some more supplies here. Alrighty, so I want to share something with you. And coming from my heart to yours, and I talked about this in my faith video on Sunday. So, and I'm not going to keep going on and on about this, but my mother did pass, and her went back home, back east to her memorial service. And I came home so strong. And how is that translating? Well, I got to tell you, I'm not wasting time on stupidity. I'm not listening to people who are like, blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just not. I'm not there anymore. It's like, I almost feel, I know this is going to sound strange. I feel like my mother's passing, going back, she kind of breathed something into me, which I know sounds insane. Really, I'm not a nutter. I'm just a normal nerd girl. But going there, it left me even stronger than I was previously. And I consider myself pretty strong. Yeah, I mean, I think there's people who run around telling everybody how strong and important they are. And then there's people who lead with quiet strength. And that's what I try to do. I know I'm talking about it right now, but I guess I'm trying to say something here. I came back stronger and more confident in my creativity, in life in general. And I'd love to pass that on to you as a gift from me to you, from my mom to you. And that I never thought I was creative. Let's start with that. Never, ever thought I was creative. So you know what I did? I didn't create much. And then it turns out that I am creative. And I have this channel, and it's for me. I'm not here to impress people. I'm just here scrubbing along, doing my little thing here. And I just feel like we tell ourselves so many things. We tell ourselves who we think we are. We tell ourselves who we think we're not. But in the end, you're more than you can imagine. And you're stronger and braver than you can imagine. And I feel like that's become my raison d'etre, mine to share with you, to tell you and remind you that just because you think you aren't something doesn't mean that's a truth. And so, yes, I am creative. I feel creative. Never thought I was creative. Well, here we go. We are. And so I just kind of want to come on and share that with you because I'm feeling it very strongly and in a good way. And I just want to kind of share that message of hope, like you can do things. If you had said to me, you know, you're going to have a YouTube channel and you're going to be creative on it, I would have laughed. I mean, I'm a former history professor. I work for museums. I do a lot of writing text for exhibits and things like that, like freelancing, which I really like because then I don't have to go to places. I can just work at home and be my nerdy self. But if you know, I guess that's creative in its own right, but that's certainly not something that people think of as creative. You're just a history nerd, right? But we are more than we think. And yeah, I just want to share that with you today. I just feel compelled. So what I'm doing, I know I've watched so many videos on bullet journaling and there's so many great ideas. I'm taking baby steps into it, and you can see some. Oh, hello, Zozo. That's Zoe, my tuxedo girl. Yes, Zoe's saying hello, friends. Oh, Zoe, I love you. You're just a little bit much. But then, why would you be much? You're a cat. You want attention. You're allowed to take up space in the world, just like we are. I said to my sister on the trip that we were talking about somebody we knew. Doesn't matter. And I said that I don't own a scale anymore and that I'm not tracking weight because I refuse to take up less room in this world. And she was like, wow, that's good. I got to use that. So we're going to give Zoe her room, shall we? And let her take up all the space she and we need. As I was saying, I'm just trying to break in gently to the bullet journaling. I don't fully know what I'm doing yet, but that's okay. I'm just kind of winging it and having fun with it. And I want you to have fun. Somebody recently commented, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who did it, but they said to me that they liked my channel because it's accessible. And I thought that was a pretty darn good compliment because yes, it is accessible. If I can do this, certainly so can you. So this is Pet Tape. This is from the latest Simply Gilded box, which is Maple Blush, I think is the name of it. The new one's coming soon. Oh, I can't wait for that. It's like Velveteen Rabbit. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I resubscribed to Simply Gilded recently. I love her products. I have always loved her products. And I feel like, yeah, I started 2025 pledging that I was going to support more small manufacturers. And I'm glad that I'm able to do that on a budget, of course. But so that if I'm spending money that way, then that in many ways makes this repurposing even more necessary, if that makes sense to you. because I feel like, well, if I don't repurpose, then that's extra money out. You get what I'm saying. I'm sure you do. So I think, God bless you, Zoe. I think we'll do a little bit more in here, but then I may do another sheet or two of it. We'll do another week, or rather. This is so pretty. Okay, this is what I was looking for. They have these little pretty, I don't know, headers, if you will. And they're just so pretty and so girly, and I'm here for this big time. And we need another one. It's got to be one. Yeah, here's another one. I'll be honest with you. Am I a lover of pet tape? It's okay. I mean, I'm still a lover of regular stickers, so I don't know if pet tape is as lovely. It works. I mean, this is a very pretty one, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, I don't know if it's my favorite thing in the world. Can't say that. And I like it. You know, it's cute. I feel like we need, just thinking aloud here for a minute, friends. What else have we got on here? Fall in Love. I like that, since it's still autumn. Alrighty. So I guess what I'm trying to tell you is I picked this planner up here off of Mercari for $8. And I'm using things either, you know, yes, these are from my subscription box, but I'm using stuff that I had, like the inserts and all kinds of things. And I just feel like, yeah. Friend Zoe came in, I stopped, and then I thought I was filming and I wasn't, so I apologize. The camera clicked off and I thought, uh-oh, I did not have it filming. Oh, Zoe. So what I was saying is I grabbed another marker, and then I just write down whatever, and I outline it in a colored pen because it makes it stand out, and I just love the look of it. I'm gonna then go over these again because to fill in, I do have visual challenges, which I don't always talk about, so it just makes it a little harder, but like I'm just gonna keep crafting along here. And what I was saying when I thought I was filming is that I think I've looked at Plenty Fancy notebooks, and if I spent a lot of money for one of those, I would probably feel a little weird that if it wasn't, like, this is not perfect and it doesn't have to be, but I'm not using super expensive items. I think if I were using more expensive things, I would feel like, oh my gosh, I got to get this right, even though, you know, whatever, you get it. I think you get it. So here you can write anything. And again, I'm trying to watch different YouTube bullet journal videos to learn more. I think they're great. I see some really incredible layouts, but I don't know that I'm there yet. But just to show you what I've got so far here. Oh, wait. Yeah, that works. I love quotes in my journaling. That's been something that's really helped me journal. Let's see where we are here and how this looks so far. Excuse it's from the blind. So here, there was an old Simple Stories collection called I Am, and I loved it. And so I've kind of carried that forward a bit. So we're going to do an I Am here, and I'm going to make a list of all the good that I feel that I am. A now and later list, a quote, and here I also put a now and later, also longer, a love this, and a quote. So it's something. How many more weeks then do we have? We only have 2 more weeks. I think we're good for now in here because I don't want the videos to be too long. I almost wonder, let me see here what I've got here. I've got some new things from Bubble Bear Co. Although I'm saving these for next year. I do like the boba. I love Bubble Bear. If you haven't seen her, she's got a great shop and really cute items and she's a small maker, and she sends the nicest notes. I feel like her notes that she sends after you order are just she's just incredibly kind. So maybe we can do some of these in here just for fun. And it basically matches what I've put over there. Or no, why don't we put this one up? I know what I'll do. Here, let's have some fun, shall we? Again, doesn't have to be perfect, but should be cute. And then let's put one down here. And we'll put a boba on the other side. You get where I'm going with this. It works, and it's cute, and it's simple. So yes, I'm using less expensive planners and items, but I'm trying to use my money to purchase from small makers and support their businesses, because I've seen so many videos, again, another one from Bess from Lights Planner Action, where she may really have to close her shop. And that breaks my heart because I love Bess. What do you think? You know what we could do here? We have these bows. I think we could use some of these up here too. Put one here. And let's put one up here. And you know what we'll do? I know what we'll do. We are going to move this up. Oops, come on. There we go. Put this here, and then put one more bow at the bottom. So then we're set there. I think that works nicely. I like using up all the bits and bobs in her sticker kits as much as I can. What do you think? I think it's cute. I think it works. Nicely done. Alrighty, so now I have to figure out what we're doing in the Skinny Classic. No clue, friends, but let's figure it out together. Alrighty, friends, so now we've got the Skinny Classic, and this has been a good space for me, true confession. It's been a good space because I've done so many different things in here, and it's just, I needed journaling spaces. How's that? Okay, I just needed all the journaling spaces, and I'm so happy with how this has come out, how I'm using it, and etc., etc. And you can see it's a lot of times just a pop of color, but it's been really helpful to me. My mom getting sick and then passing on, and this has been a really great space to deal with the repercussions of that. So before I get into this, I'm looking here. So again, today's Tuesday, so but I'm a little behind, but I did do how I'm feeling. So that's, at least I'm charting it. And I kind of want to do something a little different, if that makes sense. So why don't we take some of these out and get started. I never used to remove pages, and now I just find it is easier. Everybody else was right. I think we're going to grab some ink. You know what? I'm in an inking frame of mind. Okay, friends. So I want to use this washi. It's from Simply Gilded, and I'm not sure how we're going to get this all in here, but I do feel like inking. So we're going to do 2 weeks. We've got a green thing going on here. I don't know about Mowed Lawn, but maybe the first week we'll do the Bundled Sage because it's lighter. And then next week we can do a little darker. I don't know. I guess because I've been using so many fall decos, layouts, like I love the oranges. I love fall the best, but I just want to change it up a little bit. So these are from Amazon. You can find them on my Amazon list. They're super easy. And I just feel like we need color today. Doesn't have to be crazy, but we need some color in here. So let's just add some in. And I'm going to tell you something I didn't know till I started doing these things in my faith planners is really what helped me to spurned on my creativity. The art of inking, stamping, stenciling, first off, they're great because you save money by using those types of, to decorate those different things. But the act of doing this is ridiculously relaxing. Now, I'm not stressed today, although you know what? I am drinking Celestial Seasonings Tension Tamer tea. I just thought, I've got this relaxed vibe going on. We took a day trip this past weekend on a Sunday, and oh, it was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. We went to the Bighorn Mountains and hiked around, ate. Well, let me say that again. We looked around, walked around, ate. Hiked around a bit, ate. That's what that was. And I had the best bison burger. I'm a fan of the bison burger, I got to tell you. And this was like one of the best I've ever had. So we had so much fun and just getting outside. Oh, it felt so good. And I feel like I wanted to keep the relaxed vibes going, hence the tension tamer and whatnot. Okay, I use this one. We'll use this one. The question is, do I want this, which is Archival Ink English Ivy, or this, which I think I'm going to go with this one, which is Versa Magic. This is from Joann's. Ugh, I keep lamenting Joann's, but I know a lot of people are. I see it all over the place. It's not just me, friends. So yeah, let's add some color here, and you know what I mean? Let's just try. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Do I want to do it on this side? Do I want to do it on like this on the dates? I don't know. There's so many things you can do. I think I'm just gonna, yeah, that's a little darker. That's okay. I'm gonna just put some on and we're just gonna enjoy it, right? I like this ink. I wish I had bought more at the time, but yeah, the good thing about hindsight, it's always 2020. Let's just get in here and ink away, friends. That was fun. Do you have an emotional wellness journal? I started this, like I said, my mom had gotten sick, and I'm continuing it because it's really a good thing to do, to check in with yourself, to make sure you're doing okay, that you're not, you know, we all struggle with different things. I mean, this year it was my mom. Last year there was stuff with work. You know, you always have some aspect of your life where maybe you need a little bit of a boost. And I will say this journaling, I have been journaling now pretty steadily for a few years, and I'm grateful for that. But I also feel like the more I do, the better it is. And no, I do work. I have all kinds of things to do besides journaling, but it does take up some of my time in the best way. Okay, in the best way. My son is grown, so, you know, I have more time, believe me. Anyway, alrighty, I want to wash these out and get rid of the silicone. Alrighty, so let's get going here. I want to almost put the boxes down first before I add some washi. So we're going to use the Mojo Jojo Plans. Should I use, let me grab another one. I have rainbow shapes here too. I don't know that I'm going to use it. I'll probably go with the brown, but you know, just to look through here. So many good choices. Not sure, not sure. Yeah, let's just use the brown. I do love these though. Alrighty, so what are we going to do here? Let's add in a few now. There's 3 different colors in here of brown, the dark, the medium, and a light one. This week, I think we can use the medium. That's where my head is right now. We can use the mediums. So let's see here. Alrighty, yeah, these are medium. So I think we can do something with one of these, or 2 of these, or 3 of these. We'll see, but just to add things in. And I want to add in some more decorative stickers and things of that nature. Something like this over here. Yeah, I like that. Whoops. And we can put one more maybe down here. Right. See, yeah, that's good. Okay, so those 2 kind of balance each other out, if you will. Now, let's see here. And then I'm going to add in washi, but I want to, actually, you know what? I kind of want to do the washi a little differently. Maybe I will add in some washi now. And then I really love the books. I love the books. I love these. Why don't we play with these 2? There's the books, and there's this one, which is basically like a book. So I really want to have some fun here. I want to do something different that I haven't done in here. I I use diagonal washi all the time in my classic Happy Planner. And one of the reasons, incidentally, I didn't use the Happy Planner for a long time. One of the reasons I came back to it, A, the price point, but B, you can do all this craziness and it with inking and stamping and so forth, and it just doesn't, bleed. Most of the time it doesn't bleed unless I'm using something really dark and I press too hard. For the most part, it does not bleed. So that's one of the things I happen to love about it. It's inexpensive, and especially since I've become adept at finding these things at discounts. Yeah, but it doesn't bleed. It doesn't do this. It doesn't, like, it just doesn't, I don't know. It just works. I am going to pick this up. I should have put the washi down first, but you know, let's go slowly so we don't rip too much of it up. Although her stickers are pretty easy to move around. I hate when you buy stickers and they're just not, you can't do anything with it, as it were. I'm just going to do this. This is fun. This is different for in here. Why not? Why the heck not? That's kind of my attitude since I got home. Why not? Want to go on a day trip? Why not? Should we plan a vacation? Why not? Let's live. Let's enjoy and let's live. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Best as we can. Yeah, I like that actually. I like that a lot. That's kind of cool. We'll have to tack that corner down, no biggie. And I'm going to do the same thing up here. Just move these. You know, and I know if I put the washi down first, I would have been like, oh, I should have put the other. Anyway, so I guess my goal in all of this, let's see here. This is going in. This could go in. Yeah. Is that I just want to help you to be more creative and to find ways to do it on a budget, because, you know, most of us are on budgets. And again, I have no problem with people who want to spend more on their planners. Go for it. I'm just having fun learning how to be creative in these. I think I got a little of the paper there. Okay, let's try this. There we go. All right, it's rubbing out pretty well. Can't complain. This right here. And I need my Tombow to tack down this corner down here on the bottom. That's easy to do. These are, as you saw, I replaced them. Okay, so far so good. I need to get this end here a little more. That's actually kind of funky. I like it. I do like it. Now, do I want to add in some more boxes? Kind of, but I don't know for sure. Here are some of the stickers from this kit. Oh, Zoe, not again. Love. Oh, Zoe, she missed me. She's kind of like clingy these days, and I'm not complaining. Believe me, I'm lucky to have my Zoe girl. It's just she's been a lot, but I guess she's entitled to be a lot if that's what she needs to be, right, Zoe? Okay, so now that I'm looking at this, I actually am thinking, do I want to add in stamps, or stickers, which is fine, or do I want to add in some stamps? And you know what? I found these books in a typewriter. What else have I got up here? I've got a little envelope. Let's see what else I've got in here. I've got so many stickers and stamps and this and that, and I feel like I need to use some of these. There's some tea or coffee or whatever. Let's see what else I've got around here. I just feel like maybe we can do something a little different. What do you think? I don't think it's a bad idea. And I think to kind of contrast a little, we'll use this acorn rather than the Distress Oxide or the Versa. So I need to get those out of the way. I had put them away, but yeah, let's play a little bit more. Why not? And then we can worry about whatever. So this is a bunch of books. You might save that one. I've done the cup before, these cups before in here, but yeah, let's just put this on here and see how we can come in. Oops, Yeah, sometimes these don't. Oh, this one's broken. Oh dear, that's not good. Well, we'll wait on that one. Oh, that's not. Goodness gracious. Let me look again, friends. Okay, I found some things that I just different patterns that I think we'll add in here. And then again, we can add more stickers and what have you, but let's just have some fun, right? Just to add some different texture, depth, a little bit of different elements in here. That's the fun of it. Let's just have fun. Let's not worry about perfectionism and all that great stuff that I often, unfortunately, have wrestled with, much to my dismay. Okay, we'll cover that up. We can put some up here. Yeah, I like it. It's simple, very simple, but it actually works. So I think that's good for this page, and let's add in some of these boxes, and then if we want we can add in some of the stickers. So I picked this one up before. Let's put this right here and just add them in where we see fit, right? Let's just have fun. Gosh, I feel like we spend so much of our time, we're working, we're striving, we're doing this, we're doing that, and then before you know it, you blink and time is just going by and you're like, hey. So, yeah, that whole carpe diem routine, but it's true. Seize the day. Let us seize these days, friends, because we're lucky we have them. And here, and put here. And then what we can also use in here, I love these. So you've got these. Aren't they pretty? This one came loose, no big deal. We'll use the dots. I've been really making an effort this year to use dots up and to try to not leave so much unused in my sticker books. It just seems to me that's exactly what happens. You get caught up in things and you're like, oh, I don't use those. Well, now I do. Very cute. This is working beautifully, if I say so myself. Happily, and then we can add in some fun stickers, whatever we want. I like this size better than I thought I would. I wasn't interested in it for the longest time, but would I use this as a regular planner? I think it could work. Yes, I think it could work. I can see how people do use it as a regular planner. All right. Absolutely. It's pretty. It works. It's, you know. Now I also have pet tape that went with this, so maybe we can add in some of these. I think that would be good. We have an open book right here. This was the Simply Gillen Mystic Botanique collection, and I kind of really love it. But I love most of her kits. I think that since I last subscribed, she's really upped how much she's putting in these kits. It's like, how are you making a profit? But okay, I'm not complaining. Believe me, I'm not. It's just amazing. There's so much in them. And then they keep adding more and they keep adding more. And I'm like, okay, well, thank you. And I'm sure, you know, it's not like their costs are, if we're paying a lot for things, you know, these different manufacturers and companies and solopreneurs are paying a lot for things too. And some of the companies that I always like to buy for they're in Canada. I know Aura Estelle now has taken on a U.S. distribution point so that we can avoid the tariffs. That's wonderful. It's, you know, I mean, it is what it is, I guess, but we'll get through it. Somehow we always do, friends. We always do. Okay, how about this moth guy? Hello, friend. This is pretty. It's coming together really well, too. Right? It's just a pretty space to journal. That's what this is. Pretty and fun and functional and. Let's put in, I like these. I used these in the other one. As you saw, these like little headers. So I think we can put this right here. And there was a second one. There's one right here we can use. These are cute. So hopefully I'm giving you some ideas. Pick up some inks, pick up some stamps. True confession, I much prefer the wooden block stamps over these poly clear ones. They're just not my favorites, but I use them, you know, I use them. They're fine. Now let's get the other side here done. And since I used that washi, I don't want to use it again. Do I want to use the book washi? I do, but I want to do something a little different. So I think we're going to come in here. That's kind of wide though. Maybe we'll wait on the book washi. Let's look again here. We've got so much. What about this one or this one? Okay, they're a little thinner because for what I have in mind, I'm tempted to use this Goldie one. What if we do it like this? Okay, so we're going to start up here. We're going to come down. Okay, so let's do that. No, wait, that's the wrong way. That's not what I wanted to do. It's okay. We'll get it. We're going to start here and come down to here. You'll see what I'm doing in a minute. I don't know. It's just a crazy idea I had when I was working and inking, and I thought, what can I do with the washi? I know what I can do with the washi. Okay. And let's continue. Down to here. You see what I'm doing? It's kind of cool, right? Try not to cut the paper, which I think I did a little bit on the one spot, but hey, I'm human, it happens. And then we're going to come down here and do the same. And this is fun. Let's move this down a little bit so we can see the 12. This is fun. This wasn't my original intent, and yet that's the fun of it. It wasn't my original intent, so let's just play with it and have some fun. Here we go. Again, friends, whoops, let's slow my roll here. I'm getting nervous because this is taking a while. But if you're still here, thank you. I appreciate you. Let's put this over here. And what do you think? I think it's kind of cool. Different, very different. I haven't done this before, so yeah, why not? I've done diagonal, like I said, in my classic, but not like this. Alrighty, let's do the other side real quick. Alrighty, so I did it, and I ended up taking off my sweater because I was getting all nervous, because sometimes I just am a nervouser, as my Nana would say. It's cute. It's so cute. And I actually think I was going to use the darker stickers for this one, but I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're still going to stick with the medium. I think that really does work. So let's put a few down, and yeah, I love it. I just love it. Although I hate to cover any of this up, so maybe we'll just use a few smaller ones, right? It's so cute. So much cuteness. Okay. Stop moving. Do you do that? Do you talk to inanimate objects like, you know, it understands you? It'll just stop because it listens to you. I do this. I don't know why, but I do. Okay, we're good. This is so cute. Let's put some here. Oops, something just fell. It's okay. And I think I will do a little bit of stamping, maybe in here, not, we'll see. We'll see, it doesn't have to be the same as the other, which is a good thing. These are like slightly, I know she's got numbers, like number series 1, series 2. I don't know all of them and how they work, but that's okay. I don't have to. I just know I like them and they work. Let's see here. Put this one over here. Yeah, this is working nicely actually. I'm going to use some more of those dots, and then, but before I do that, maybe we should add a little bit. Now I used a larger one. I have a small dot here. These are small dots. So I think we can use those just for fun, just to add to it, right? Oops, I'll have to, yeah, just some dotting. Yeah, just to make it stand out just a little bit here. Let's make some room. I'm getting cluttered here. Don't like the clutter. Just gently putting it here, there, and everywhere. These are cute. This is working so nicely. So happy. Right? We're doing the things, friends. We're just doing the things. Yeah, that could be better, but that's okay. We do the best we can. What do you think? Just a few little dots just to add to it. And now I'm going to dig in once again to my pet tape. Okay, and then we can, if we want, we can add some more boxes. Oh, wrong pet tape. Yes, I've got lots of pet tape over here. I've been using it recently. Well, that's the thing. She's added that to the subscription box. So it's like, well, okay, I guess I'm using it. This is a green bottle all the way down here. Let's use this up. I try to use every last sticker in the pet tape. Does it work? Kind of. Mostly. Sort of. I'm trying. I've got all these stars here that I'll use at some point. Let's use some of these bottles up. Again, it's like these, you know, the Mystique Botanique, kind of the potions and the lotions and the all the things, right? Come on, you can do it. There you go. Come on. Alrighty. Oh. Cuteness, cuteness, and I'm making a mess. So let's roll some of this up. Alrighty, so let's get this all set. We're good. We're happy. Yes, the dream catcher. I like that. Very pretty, very fun, very, very. I'm in that type of mood today. Just very fun. Enjoying all of it. And I'm going to put another one of these books here because I like it so much. Give me all the books, friends. If you know me, you know me. Your girl here is a bit of a nerd. What do you think? I really like what I did with the washi there. I think that's great. I do want to add a few of these dots in here. That's easy peasy. So let's just continue to use these suckers up. Okay. Add some more. I still have to use all those checklists, although I'll use those in the classic Happy Planner, which is a checklist layout. Oh, Lordy, here we go. We're getting it done. And it's coming along nicely, if I say so myself. I put one here and put one down here. All right, friends, I think we have done it. I still have to do this front piece, but you know what? I think I'll just... This is a pretty long video, and I don't want to keep you here any longer. So I don't mind taking up space and time, but I know your time is also valuable. And guess who's back? Biggie. Hello, Zoe. Zoe is making a lot of appearances today, friends. Sorry, from being away, I guess. She's just been a little bit, yeah, a little bit on me, shall we say. All right, so what do you think? I think it looks good. I think this really worked, didn't it? Oh, I love it. I love that we did some inking. I loved a little bit of stamping and, of course, the boxes and some stickers. This really is so pretty. I'm so happy with it. And you know what? Look at that. We created two very, let me pull this out here, two very different journaling spaces. Did we not? We did. These are very different from one another. I mean, this is like bullet journaling over here. This is just boom, pops of color, and I am so here for it. All right, friends, I hope I inspired you. Let's be creative because you are, even if you don't think you are. Let's have fun and let's do it on a budget, friends. Thanks again for being here. Have a wonderful day. Bye now, friends.